There's big news that we're getting from Nainital right now. Massive blaze in the Mallital market in Uttarakhand. Fire tenders have been rushed to the spot in the market. Mallital blaze. Let's get you more details on that. There are no injuries that have been reported so far, and efforts to douse the fire are underway. Those are visuals of the blaze that took place in the Mallital market. No chaos as you can see, but it required immediate effort from the authorities. So a number of fire tenders were rushed to the spot to get the fire under control. Let me bring in my colleague for more on this. There's Ankit who's joining me for more. Ankit, could you tell us what exactly is the status right now? Can one say that there is a sense of safety in and around the market? Has the fire been got under control?
Well, the fire is spreading right now, and at 10 p.m., according to the information we have received, an old heritage building in the midst of Nainital, and one can see that it's a very narrow lane. It was built early during the British Empire, and it's on the way to Nainital High Court. The building caught fire at around 10 p.m. The reasons are still unknown. One person is fear trapped inside the building. However, we are not sure whether she has been evacuated or not. The police and along with the fire tender are still there, and they are trying to douse the fire as soon as possible. However, it's in the close proximity of busy market, and during the day hours, the market can be seen bustling with crowd. And right now, it's almost 10:30, 11 p.m. in the night, and the people were evacuated early because the building caught fire and the people were informed. However, one still fear trapped inside the building, and the rescue authorities are trying to rescue the person as soon as possible. But the close proximity is a big challenge over there, and the fire is spreading like anything. So the police authorities are there, and this midnight is going to be very challenging for Nainital.
Okay, just a couple of things, that I do want to know from you, Ankit. One, if you could just highlight for us the biggest challenge that the authorities might face in dousing the fire right now. And two, is there any sort of an inkling on what could have been the possible reason behind this fire breaking out?
Yes, in just 1 hour, the whole building caught fire, and as we can see in the visuals, the whole building has almost been gutted in the fire. And the reasons are still unknown because the police are trying to find out the reason behind the catching of fire. And as like I said, it's in the close proximity of a busy market. It has so many wires, and though the electricity has been cut down in order to bring safety for the rescue people and the rescue forces and the people around there. The shops were shut. The people were asked to leave the area, and the whole area has been cordoned off. However, there was a family living over there, and they were also evacuated. However, one elderly woman still might be in the building, and the fire team is there and trying to rescue her, and the more details we'll get as soon as possible. However, it's in the late night hours right now, and the people were not aware that at 10 p.m. the building will catch fire. So the whole Nainital was rushed to the spot, and the police is also trying to keep a gap so that people do not come in the ambit of the high risk area.
All right. Ankit, the other thing, if you could just break it down for our viewers right now, in terms of what this market has to offer, since it's happened late in the night, I'm guessing there were less people out there. One, if you could correct me if I'm right or wrong with that assumption. Two, what is the market essentially popular for? Is it a densely populated area, mostly? And perhaps one could say then that since it's happened late at night, it's good that that ways the damage will be very limited.
Yes, it's a busy market, and it's the the Mallital area, one of the busiest areas in Nainital. It's on the way. It comes while you want to High Court, and it comes on the way of that route. And along with this, there are many small and petty shops over there, like general stores, medical shops as well. And it's one of the old heritage buildings which was built during the British era. It's called the Mohanpo old building, and there was a big chemist shop in early years. Now there are more smaller shops that have been put up, and the people were aware. And as soon as they saw the fire being blazed up from that building, they alerted everyone in the area, and it was then easy for everyone to evacuate the area. You can see in the visual as well that one person is trying to brave that fire and actually went on to the residential part, and is asking people to leave the area. Now, the authorities are also there, the fire tenders are also present at the location, but there's only one thing, that the lanes are very narrow. There can be only one fire tender at a time, and the authorities are trying to douse the fire. And we'll get more detail as soon as they update us.
Ankit, for all those details. Let's just hope that the fire is brought under control at the very earliest, and that one person you said that is feared to be trapped right now is brought out safely. Thanks so much once again, Ankit, for those details.